Hey everybody, welcome to the Out of the Park newsletter, a behind the scenes peek at baseball, lessons from baseball about leadership and culture. And last month I talked about the importance of unwinding, of taking a moment to pause. I'm doing that right now. Look at the beach behind me, actually getting ready. Final day of a long road trip, the third straight long road trip for the Royals. Certainly had some walking on the beach here in Huntington Beach, but heading over to Anaheim right now. For the last game, and I'll always say this, there are always lessons to be learned. I've seen 3 of them over the last month that were truly incredible. One, and we'll include some of the video links throughout the podcast. One, the story of Jose Cuas might be the best story that I've told in my 15 years with the Royals. A guy that had been released by the Milwaukee Brewers from the minor leagues, went to work for FedEx, kept on practicing and pitching, and he made it all the way back to the big leagues, from FedEx to the big leagues. Really the coolest story that I think that I've been able to tell on the air. Truly amazing. The second is that of Ryan O'Hearn. I think it's important for all of us to understand roles and what we do. And I think we always want to be able to do more, but who has the ability to embrace whatever their role is? Even if they're not the main guy, the main superstar, the CEO. Ryan O'Hearn is not getting a whole lot of at-bats. He's coming off the bench for maybe 1 pinch hit a game. And in Oakland, they have terrible facilities. It's a crumbling stadium, the worst in baseball, so there aren't really a whole lot of opportunities to practice. And for a day game with a quick turnaround, guys only get to the park so early. And so on this day last week on this road trip, Ryan never got to practice one swing. The batting cage is in the outfield. Other guys were getting ready. He's called on, no swings, no prep, other than trusting himself and his instincts. And he came in there and got his 7th pinch hit of the year, which leads Major League Baseball. It was a tie game. He gave them the win. I know he wants to play more. We all want more. But he's never complained about it. And I'm just so impressed with that ability to embrace whatever the role is. And finally, a guy named Daniel Mengden, who joined the Royals as we headed out west for the long road trip. And he had pitched for Oakland for years, then went over to Korea to pitch, ended up in the minor leagues with the Royals. The Royals bring him on this road trip in case someone gets sick with COVID as a member of the taxi squad. So those guys don't even really suit up, but somebody did get sick. He got in there, he pitched in San Francisco, and then they called upon him again last night in Anaheim in one of the epic games that I have seen, back and forth and back and forth. And the only pitcher left in the bullpen in the 11th inning was Menden, and he had to come in and face the 2 best hitters on the planet, Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, and he got the save. He was so fired up. It was so cool to see. There's a lesson there. 1, embrace your role. 2, always be ready for the moment. Hope you'll enjoy the latest installment of Out of the Park.